The last 5 or 6 weekends have been great out there, and Christy Ruel is here to tell us if we're in store for yet another great weekend. Jillian Bohennick will have a feature on Weather Camp, all that and more, because Whether or Not starts right now. Hello there, I'm your host, Ryan Bells.
And I'm your forecaster, Christy Ruel.
It's been a messy start to the week out there, hasn't it, Christy?
We have seen quite a few showers passing through, a good thread of rain, it seems like almost every day this week.
We have a nice stretch of weekends going. Are we in store for yet another one?
Well, we'll definitely have to take a look and see if our luck is running out, but we should at least have some dry weather this weekend for you to get outside and enjoy the summer.
That's good to hear. We'll have the full forecast coming up, but right now, here's Nature in the News.
Just miles from the World Cup Stadium in Brazil, a sinkhole is growing larger and larger by the day. The sinkhole is destroying homes and vehicles, all due to record rainfall in Brazil. Over 13 inches of rain fell during a 3-day period, which is more than the area normally receives during the entire month of June. The sinkhole has caused nearly 150 families to leave their homes, with the threat of the sinkhole continuing to grow. So far, no one has been killed nor injured, but it is not just a sinkhole that people have to worry about. During a warm-up game for the World Cup in Brussels, Belgium, a hailstorm interfered. The game ended up being suspended because the supercell dropped quarter to golf ball-sized hail throughout the stadium, but thankfully, no soccer ball-sized hail fell.
The largest earthquake to hit the United States in over a decade occurred on Monday near the Aleutian Islands of Alaska. At 12:53 p.m. Alaska Daylight Time, 4:53 p.m. Eastern Time, and about 70 miles underground, the 7.9 magnitude earthquake struck the western end of the Aleutian Island chain. The earthquake caused the National Tsunami Warning Center to issue a tsunami warning for a section of the Aleutian Island chain. However, within 4 hours after the earthquake, all tsunami alerts were canceled. A chain of aftershocks transpired after the main shock. The United States Geological Society recorded 21 aftershocks. The aftershocks were also quite substantial, with 3 aftershocks registering a magnitude of 5.8, 6.0, and 6.9. According to the Alaska Department of Homeland Security and Emergency, there were no reports of any damage.
Would you like to travel to Mars? Well, that may be possible by the year 2026, because SpaceX founder Elon Musk has plans to make that a reality. Musk's ultimate goal is to build a fully functioning city by 2026. Before you buy your ticket, SpaceX is going to compete against Boeing and Sierra Nevada in a NASA competition to launch astronauts to the International Space Station. Whether SpaceX beats Boeing and Sierra Nevada or not, Musk still plans to go through with his idea. Musk believes that it is essential for the survival of our species to get humans to Mars. NASA has even promised by 2035 to get humans to Mars as well.
Since 2006, the majority of fatalities caused by lightning in the United States were men. According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration study, 81% of men died due to lightning compared to only 19% of females, which works out to be about 4 of every 5 lightning deaths were men. The summer months of June, July, and August are ranked as the months with the highest number of lightning-related deaths, combining for 70% of all lightning deaths since 2006. The study also found that the most lightning fatalities occurred during leisure and not during a person's daily routine or work. While lightning deaths have been falling off, you should always be cautious of lightning and thunderstorms, whether you're fishing, camping, at a social gathering, doing yard work, or even playing a round of golf. And now here's Christy with a look at our forecast. Looks a little less humid out there, Christy.
All right, thanks for that, Ryan. Yes, a lot of people complaining about the humidity throughout this past week, but we did see a bit of relief starting on Wednesday after that front moved through that brought us all that rain. And that was thanks to a change in the wind direction. We're now seeing winds out of the north thanks to a high pressure system. And that relief will be lasting at least into the beginning of our weekend. Do you see that high pressure system still in control of the weather across our area? That front that brought us all that rain, it is now offshore, off the eastern seaboard, and clear of us. But when it was around, we picked up quite a bit of rain from it in just 10 minutes on Wednesday afternoon, Walker Building picked up over 0.8 of an inch of rain, and in just that short period of time, there was a lot of trouble with sidewalks and roads being underwater for a short period of time, so it was not a good time to be outside. But if you need to dry out from that, Friday's looking like a great day to do it. We'll see lots of sunshine throughout State College thanks to that high pressure system, so air out everything that got wet in your backpack and enjoy the warm weather. As we head into Saturday, much of that nice weather will continue, that high pressure system still in the area, but we start to see the influence of the warm front that's making its way towards us, and it will be bringing with it a chance for some isolated pop-up storms, especially in the afternoon hours like we see so commonly in the summertime. So you'll want to, if you're enjoying the day out on Mount Nittany or at the pool or maybe the golf course, you'll want to be sure to keep an eye on the sky just in case we see one of those pop-up storms move through the area, so you can take the needed precautions and head inside and be safe from all of those storms. And then as we head into Sunday, we see that front move closer to our area, so those chances for showers and storms will increase on Sunday. So if you have any outdoor plans, you'll want to make them earlier in the weekend if possible, but not a bad day overall. So Friday here right in Happy Valley, we're looking at 81 degrees and mostly sunny conditions. Again, a great day to head out to the pool, to the golf course, anywhere you can head outside and just enjoy the nice summer weather we have. Friday night, lows will be right around 60 degrees with a few clouds, maybe a chance to open up those windows and give the air conditioner a break before the humidity returns later in the weekend and you need it back on. Saturday, we see a high of right around 82 and the chance of a storm in the afternoon mainly, but just a light pop-up storm. Nothing widespread is expected on Saturday, but then on Sunday, we get a bit of a better chance. Saturday night, scattered clouds, 63 for our low. And then as I mentioned, Sunday, a better chance for storms scattered throughout the area with highs right around 80 degrees, which is about average for this time of year. So you will want to keep an eye on the radar on Sunday. We'll be back in just a minute.
What do all of these kids have in common? They all love the weather, that's for sure.
It has been quite busy here on the 6th floor of Walker Building, but it is the end of June after all, and what does that mean for the Department of Meteorology? It's time for weather camp.
On last week's episode of Whether or Not, Brad brought you the first installment of the camp's 14th year, Advanced Weather Camp, which was comprised of students going into 11th and 12th grades. But now we're going to take a look back at this past week, the invasion of the youngsters. This week's campers were entering grades 8 through 10 and hailed from a smattering of hometowns. The kids participated in lessons and activities, as well as took tours of both the State College National Weather Service office and AccuWeather, which were all adjusted to the younger audience. I helped out with technical support while the kids filmed their very own weather broadcasts. And let me just say, I was quite impressed by the kids' enthusiasm and confidence.
Since I was 6 years old, I've always been interested in meteorology, especially extreme weather like tornadoes. And I used to love watching Storm Chasers with my dad, so that just got me even more interested.
My favorite part so far of camp was definitely the AccuWeather part, because I have to meet so many amazing meteorologists, and it was so cool seeing them stuff and produce the shows.
It's getting pretty deep.
Campers lucked out and did get to see
Over
some
the
exciting
headlights.
weather
Oh,
here
that
in
could
the
be
city.
probably stop
Several
now.
streets around the area flooded due to
get
heavy
something out of
rainfall.
this.
This year's camp counselors seemed to be in agreement that the younger campers were a lot different than the older ones. They knew there would be challenges, but there were reasons they took their positions.
A lot of these kids are really interested in the weather mainly from a storm, but don't really know a lot about it. You get those occasional ones who happen to know a lot more than the others, but overall they're just really interested in why it happens and not really knowing the reasoning behind it, and that's what they came here for. As compared to last week, where a lot of the kids are looking at majoring in meteorology as a field.
this week, definitely the kids are a lot more quickly excitable. If something happens, they're excited about it the second after it happens, whereas the kids last week, definitely it took them a while to get more excited. They definitely are more interactive during the sessions with Todd and Bill, but then on the other hand, they have a lot more energy to run off during the evenings.
The opportunity arose that I was able to help younger kids try and find their love for meteorology, and I was able to help proliferate that last week and this week.
It is never an easy task to keep the attention of a group of 36 kids for a week, but when all was said and done, this week turned out to be a fun and successful one. The campers' favorite parts of the week?
All of it. it's just been such a great experience. I'm definitely coming back next year.
And we're so glad to hear that, Bella. Even though I never attended weather camp as a camper myself, I was a counselor back in 2012, and I have to say, I think I enjoyed it just as much as the kids did. From Walker Building here at Penn State, for Weather or Not, I'm Jillian Bohenick.
All right, let's take one more look at your Central Pennsylvania forecast for the weekend. Again, a nice day on Friday, looking like mostly sunny skies, highs right around average at about 81 degrees. Great day to head outside, maybe enjoy the sunshine at the pool, or maybe get some yard work done. Saturday will be mostly sunny again, but a chance of thunderstorms moves into the area for the afternoon hours, and a better chance again on Sunday for more of those storms, but temperatures again hovering right around average, so a relatively nice weekend ahead. And then as we look ahead to next week, we see a better chance for storms at the beginning of the week with the next system that moves in, and it will also be bringing us warm temperatures. Then as that system heads out, temperatures will drop off a bit below average into the mid-70s as we head towards Friday, which is the July 4th holiday. So you might have plans for that holiday, but it's looking nice here in Central Pennsylvania. For any of you heading out to 4th Fest for the fireworks, looks like sunny skies, so you will be able to enjoy the fireworks in the evening.
Thank you for that forecast, Christy. Hopefully we'll be able to enjoy some of this summer-like weather out there.
Hopefully so.
Very good. Okay, we're going to turn back and take a look at our Weather Whiz question that we asked you earlier in the show, and it was, how large was the largest hailstone ever collected and certified by the National Weather Service in the United States? Was it A, 7 3/4 inches, B, 8 inches, C, 5 1/2 inches, or D, 9 1/4 inch? The correct answer is B, 8 inches. This hailstone fell in Vivian, South Dakota on July 23rd, 2010. 8-inch hail's been reported numerous times, but this is the only time that it's ever been certified by the National Weather Service.
That's right, and unfortunately here in Pennsylvania, we don't keep track of our records of how big our hail falls in this state, but we've had unofficial reports of hail in Pennsylvania of up to 5 1/2 inches.
Wow, and we're getting towards the size of a CD or a DVD at that.
That's right, that's definitely large enough to damage to your house, your car, anything that's outside in that kind of hail.
You gotta be careful whenever you're out there in a thunderstorm.
For sure.
That's all the time we have for our show today. We thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Ryan Bells.
And I'm your forecaster, Christy Ruel.
Have a great weekend.